My goal is to flip this table for profit in 48 hours. Welcome to my garage. So this table was at a garage sale for $7.50, but when I went up to the old lady with my $10 bill, I absolutely panicked and I said, keep the change. So I spent $10 on this $7.50 table. Structurally, it's aggressively tough, but it's dirty. I think there's some mold on it. It's sturdy. It's totally capable of being used again. It just needs a total facelift. So we're gonna modernize it. So I was going to try and clean this all off because there's mold and gunk and shit all over the place. But then I thought I might just wipe it down and start by sanding it because that's probably going to take care of a lot of it. And then if there's any left over, we can like pick at it a little bit more. But there's more mold on this than I realized. And I think sanding might be the kind of a better first step than the hours it might take to scrub this all off. Okay, so it's going well. It's going better than I thought. The wood underneath is actually really nice, and the previous stain is actually coming off really well. The only issue is that there are so many nooks and crannies, and so it's going to be really tedious. What was a smart move was that I bought a package of sandpaper with a bunch of different levels of grit, so we can use different levels for different parts of the table that, you know, like might need a little less attention. I had 80 grit on there or 60 grit on there right away, and that's pretty gritty. And I was starting to reshape the table, which we don't want to do. We're making progress, and then all we have to do is stain it. So it's just like 2 steps basically, and replace the knob. It's just a lot of nooks and crannies. Oh, and there's the drawer. I still have to do the drawer. We'll figure it out, won't we? I also leave for a 4-day work trip tomorrow, so this has to get done tonight. It just has to. Look how good this grain is. This is what's underneath. So this is just, you know, taking this sort of reddish layer off. We're getting really good grain. It's really soft and really smooth. So I feel good about this. So the sander needs to be charged, so we are going to get started on all the pieces that probably need to be done by hand. While that charges, we're going to get this done. I feel determined. But it's like 7:30, probably maybe a little bit later. And I don't want to run the electric sander much past like 9:30, because it's annoying. No, don't lick it. It's okay, Michael. There is a darkness to this that is beautiful, and then there are parts that are so dark it looks burnt. It looks particularly burnt on places where I didn't completely sand it, so that reddish orange is kind of popping through. It's frustrating me a little bit, but so guys, this is the table. It took me 10 hours, but obviously I also had to film, so sometimes that really slows me down. I did finally put a knob on the drawer, and it's plastic, but you can't really tell. And it looks good, but it doesn't look great. Like, I kind of hate it. I definitely don't love it. This part looks kind of nice, but the legs are just super, super dark, and I didn't get all of the previous stain off, so there's like a sort of a weird burnt look to it. And I don't know why anyone would do this. This was incredibly exhausting. It's also uneven. I might just give it away for free. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Guys, thank you so much for watching and tuning in for this. Consider subscribing, it helps me feel cool. And comment down below, probably like how I could do this 100 times better and easier in the future. Bye.